Back to Honkai Star Rail, where we are going to be doing stuff with Leslie Dean here. This is my... No, that's not right. This is a world constructed by Leslie's followers. This is where they created me. This is the so-called dreamscape. Being in this place, I feel like I am looking into a mirror. However, what this mirror reflects is my internal organs. It allows me to see my own soul up close. But if I look closely, all you can see is a void. A true soul cannot be simply created from thin air. My apologies. I am complaining without reason. It is time for us to go and liberate those souls that truly do exist. Robert. What stands before you is a simple hotel room door. However, you have a strong feeling that what lies behind this door is far from a simple room. Robert. That is the name of the master of this space. Let us go inside, Miss Jupiter Free. I'm prepared to face my creator.
Great news, Robert. Green-eared Josie got a hold of the source for the ancient dream of distant stars. For real? Where'd he get that? Is it high def? It's 16 res. At least that's what he said. You want to rent it? I don't have any money at all. My mom cut off my allowance ever since she caught me secretly renting tapes last time. Well, what's wrong with liking movies? Plus, this is Leslie Dean's debut work. Your mother has no taste at all. Don't worry, I'll cover it this time. Come to my place after school next time and we can watch it together. Thank you, Harry.
Robert, I feel like our senses were linked for a moment there. His home planet is an impoverished land that has been under IPC sanctions ever since the Interstellar Energy War. Stop it! The only way that we are able to watch movies is by renting tapes from smugglers at a high price. Harry is Robert's best friend, and he is like an older brother to him. I can sense that Robert relies on him greatly. Let's keep watching, Miss Jupiter.
You need to accept reality, Rob. Harry is not here anymore.
We still have so many films we haven't watched together. Purple Rain. Harry's favorite movie is Purple Rain. We promised one day we would meet the real Leslie Dean and get an autograph from him.
Wake up, Rob. We live in a world without hope. These concepts of interstellar travel and cosmic star have nothing to do with us. I'm trying to keep you from those things because...
No! I don't want to hear it. I want to leave this place. I want all of this to be gone. You don't understand what makes something beautiful. None of you understand. Only he does. Harry, so optimistic. Ever strong, but also so ill-fated. To have his life cut short by an accident at his age. Having lost his best friend, Robert was on the verge of collapse. He felt anger and rage towards everything around him. Just injustice and despair. So he began to search for a way to escape. In doing so, he found me.
God, I always get text 1 after the other these days. Alright, let me have a pause here. Winston's probably going to be getting on, so I might not finish my stuff today.
Just continue whatever recording I can get left before the boys hop on. Anyway, he began to search for a way to escape. In doing so... Oh, we already did that. Let's keep watching, Miss Jupiter. A picture of two people together, Robert and Leslie Dean. Leslie's face is adorned with the expression you would expect from a huge star. Bright, confident, and just the right amount of pride. Standing next to him, Robert appears dry and plain. He is by no means unattractive. It's just that standing next to the great Wesley Dean in his prime, he seems unremarkable in compassion. Okay. Alright. Robert's mouth is slightly upturned at the corners, as if he's trying his hardest to give a satisfactory smile to the person behind the camera, but his empty eyes betray him. He's drowning. Robert was unable to leave his hometown, albeit using methods that he would not easily share with others. He began a journey of losing himself, trying to find the Wesley Dean that exists in his ideals. What he never realized was, though he thought he had been fighting back all this time, he was really just running away. Harry. He lost his best friend, and it has been haunting him this whole time. He thought if he had only found me and fulfilled their dream, then the dark shadow of their past would disappear. He locked himself in a world of only Wesley Dean. He could not bring himself to face the true source of his suffering. However, when this bubble that gave him a place to hide suddenly burst, he no longer knew where to go. So that's why he went into this undertaking, giving up on himself to maintain a false ideal. What do you think we should do? Winston's on. Alright, nice. I will go ahead and get a party started and finish this dialogue, which I might not voice the rest of the dialogue for the moment, until Winston joins. We have to make Robert remember. We have to make him remember that light he once had in his life. In this story, I are no more than a scapegoat. We have to allow Harry to become Robert's star once more. Please, help him, Jupiter. Okay, so it is the next day after the last half of this video where, Winston had gotten on. We went over and did Dying Light with Orange and, got some Dying Light stuff done that was nice and fun, but then the game bugged out. We lost connection to each other, and then we couldn't get connection back. Then we went into Destiny, which sucked ass. And because of that whole thing with the skimmer, you gotta get the exotic one in Destiny with the Guardian games of 2024. If you don't do it, it's gone forever. Basically, Winston and Orange were trying to help me get that yesterday. Went horrible. Had one of the worst nightfalls you could have possibly done to do it at that day. And I'm weak as hell. And they're not, they're very good, but they're not, max light like our other friends are at, where they're, top tier, only play Destiny every day, couldn't fuck it up even if they tried. I'm gonna sneeze, hold on.
Nice.
So, I got one of our other friends, and he, helped me out today, and we got it first try. We were doing the Sepix Prime Destiny 2 version, and yeah, I was able to get my skimmer, very easy, first try. Then right after that, I had to help out my dad for a couple hours, and then I had dinner, and then after dinner I laid down for a bit because I was tired. And now it is late at night. It's about getting to the point of being late at night, but I need to finish up this recording and one more recording so I have all the Honkai videos that I wanted to have recorded. Then I got some Dying Light videos as well. So I got a lot of stuff to do. Gently, he You remove the picture of Robert and Leslie from the table and replace it with the two young childhood friends. You are aware that no matter how much noise you make in this space, it is unlikely to have any real effect on Robert. But you still wish to complete this operation gently and carefully. There is a clip of Leslie Dean being interviewed by a famous talk show host playing on the television. You cannot hear their conversation clearly, but you can see two people with beaming smiles. Their dancing eyebrows and upturned smiles are proof that their joy is not manufactured in any way. The moment you press the switch on the television, Leslie Dean's soothing voice comes to a sudden stop and echoes into the void around you, before disappearing entirely. The silence that now covers this spiritual space suddenly feels like a deafening clamor. You feel a little lonely on Robert's behalf, but for the sake of his life, he must bear and process this loneliness by himself. That should do, right? Even if the beginning of the process is painful, I hope that he can recall his childhood friend and remember who was truly important to him. As for whether to move forward or continue to wallow, we cannot make the decision for him. But at least we have given him an opportunity to truly face what he feels inside. I hope that he can reclaim his life. There may be a way for us to test the results. The greater the effect of our results, the weaker the foundation of this body should become. When the time comes, I should be able to feel the effects our actions have brought. Let us go, Miss Jupiter. There are others awaiting us. I have continuously kept forgetting to fight the weekly bosses. Like, bro, that weekly bug boss I keep forgetting to fight because I'm grinding out other stuff. Julian, this must be the fan's name. Let's go, Miss Jupiter. Let us see what has happened to her. It seems I have already dominated her entire world. All those standing there are images of Leslie Dean. That's insane. I could remember certain moments. They were truly uncomfortable. I remember crazed fans hiding in unexpected street corners, spying, taking secret pictures, and sending messages that would chill you to the bone. Oh, they're all looking at us. This is the burden that stars and public figures must bear. Though a lot of people think that these byproducts are nothing in comparison to the fame and wealth that they enjoy, it seems that Miss Joy was also one of these crazed fans once, fanatical to the point that she still continues to maintain this vision of me, even after I am gone. I wonder if she has even realized that this sick love has begun to destroy her life. Let us awaken her. Leslie Dean is perfect. He has no flaws. Absolutely none. Sorry to disappoint you, Miss Julian, but no one is perfect. My shortcomings and weaknesses are piled up high in a corner that you just cannot see. I have made too many mistakes in my life to count, and they have all become meticulously hidden skeletons in my closet. But they are all part of me. I cannot shy away from their existence. I hope that everyone's imperfections can be understood. After all, if we live under a magnifying glass every day, sooner or later we will be incinerated by the rays of the sun. Leslie Dean is perfect. He has no flaws, and he... Anyone who slanders the name of Leslie Dean is my enemy. They are villains that must be eradicated. It is not easy to differentiate between criticism and slander. I have been lost in the ways of these voices before, too. This is a lifelong lesson, one that I never fully grasped until the end. But I did come to understand one thing. Those slanderous voices outside had not been a personal attack on me for a long time. they gradually evolved into a vicious cycle of perpetual opposition, a battle that was destined to never have a victor. I no longer care about this baseful slander, Miss Jillian. I just want to bring this cycle of sadness and malevolence. He is mine. He's mine. Mine. What's wrong, Leslie? I think we have found the source, Miss Jupiter. I can sense it. A powerful desire that came pouring from the base of her heart. It's powerful. A terrifying desire for the possession. The roots of this desire have grown too deep. I will not be able to handle this alone. Miss Jupiter, will you take action? The negative memes affecting Miss Jillian have grown so powerful that we will only be able to dispel them with an even greater power. Okay, I'm ready. Sometimes violence is the only way to combat something that does not respond to logic. I kinda wish I defeated the other versions of you first. Be careful. It is extremely aggressive. Creepy.
Fiends or devils, I'll
What
crush
a
them
waste.
all.
Tedious.
What a waste.
I can do this!
Get them. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed.
You know nothing
There is
about
no
the
other
weight of this
choice.
power. Why don't you
Let's
tell
go.
us?
Yo.
I'm taking physical damage now, every time they get hit.
Blade of moonlight.
I'm scared!
Get them. Leave it to put.
Yeah.
I hope we've done enough. When it comes to Miss Jillian, perhaps this was the only method to open her eyes. I am sure that many people have attempted to lecture her in the past. God damn it! I imagine she's long since become numb to reason. Inside the spiritual space, Wesley suddenly falls backward. He staggers and stumbles a couple of steps before forcing himself back to his feet. Are you okay? I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. I can feel it. The foundations that compose this body are gradually collapsing. I think this means that our work has not been in vain. Let us continue to the next location with Jupiter free. I imagine someone else is awaiting us. I kinda wish we saw the other two. Sometimes I do wish games would completely just flat out mark what the right objective is, so that we who want to see more of the other stuff can just see it. And not accidentally hit the right option and then lose out on that extra dialogue. I wonder what kind of woman this life had lived. Let's go, Jupiter. Wait, Flora. What a beautiful name. They must just be someone with the same name, surely. Sorry, this name just seemed to rouse my memories. Let us go, Miss Jupiter. We must be quick. I don't know how much longer this body can hold on. Flora. Definitely not familiar. Flora. It's really her. Who is she? She's Liz, my former assistant. But why would she? I never thought she would have such a strong obsession. There must be more than meets the eye. Let us get a closer look. She was probably in love with him. Mr. Dean, come. Let me introduce you. This is Flora, our company's most promising young worker. From today forth, she will be your personal assistant.
Mr. Dean,
Hello, I look forward to hearing more from you in the future.
It's a pleasure, Miss Flora. You really are a charming young lady. I'm sure we will work wonderfully together. Mr. Dean, how about for accompany you for tomorrow's shoot so you can get used to the working environment? You don't mind, do you?
I will work my hardest. I will not let you down.
Oh, that was abrupt.
Mr. Wesley, are you hungry? Would you like something to eat? Mr. Wesley?
I'm not hungry.
Oh, but you haven't eaten all day.
I told you, I am not hungry. Can you not hear?
The shoot was scheduled for 10 a.m. tomorrow. I will contact the crew and have them push it back. Please make sure you get some rest this evening, Mr. Dean. Good night. What's wrong, Flora? Why are you crying? Don't keep this bottled up. You can tell me anything. I'm fine. I'm honestly fine. Lately, you've been looking sad. Did something happen at work? I'm honestly fine, Lisa. Don't worry about me. You didn't mention a cake store wait, didn't you mention a cake store like that, like before? How about we come check it out this afternoon?
She was the last one to see him. Why are you quiet all of a sudden? Give us a smile. Where's that bubbly happy Flora we know and love gone?
I've told you everything I needed to now. At this crucial juncture, I'm not even sure what to say.
Ah, I see. For you know, don't you? After this tour I will be switching agencies. Of course I do. That's her talking.
Of course I do, Mr. Dean, but at least for today, I am still your assistant.
I was wondering, would it be possible?
Mr. Dean?
Forget it. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Every adventure must come to an end someday. Take care of yourself, Flora.
Thank you. You take care of yourself, too. May we meet again, Mr. Dean.
People's emotions are complicated. That they are, Miss Jupiter. Who is blowing up my phone? It's orange. Let me text him. In life, is there anything more painful than missing a chance? This is all my fault. I was slow, unreasonable, obnoxious. Thankfully, it seems fate has gifted me a second chance. Though my body no longer remains, I still have the opportunity to change something in this way. I wish to speak with Flora, Miss Jupiter. I will not miss out this time. She must not waste her life on a memory. These wounds that were once caused by Leslie Dean, I will now sew them shut myself. Flora!
Mr. Dean? Why? Why are you still here? Your flight's about to take off. If you don't hurry...
Relax. They will not leave without me. Have you forgotten who I am?
Causing trouble again, I see.
Don't fret about such small things. More importantly, do you have something that you want to say to me?
Mr. Dean, please don't make jokes like this. The flight is about to take off and everyone is waiting for you. If you keep acting like this...
No, Flora. I will not go. Tonight, I bid farewell to a woman. This woman has played an irreplaceable role in my life, even if she does not know. Kind, meticulous, patient. She has more good qualities than I could ever list. With her by my side, my life could not have been smoother. She took on the weight of my responsibilities so that I could continue to focus on my own career. I took everything that she did for me for granted. Only after all this time did I realize how childish and idiotic I was. I hope that she can forgive me for this. But there is something more important than all of this. If I had not turned back, if I had never had this conversation, her life would fall to the depths, and I would personally have caused her unhappiness. I would never forgive that version of myself if that were so. So, Flora, I will not leave until you unravel the knot that is consuming you from within.
Leslie, you idiot. You really are. I always loved... No, that's not right. I will always love you.
Miss Jupiter, I have realized something. May I share it with you? I'm listening. There was a moment just now. I suddenly felt like all the problems that had been bothering me before were no longer important. Was it Flora that helped you realize this? I think so. Who am I? This question has been following me ever since the moment I first took on this form. When I was reading Flora's memories, I felt like I was inside a painting for the first time. Her words and emotions truly shook my heart. At that moment, I finally believed. I no longer needed to doubt my own existence. I am an extension of the life of Leslie Dean. I am composed of Leslie Dean's memories, along with people's ideas and impressions of him. I have started to feel that these two things are enough to form a person, to make me, me. I no longer need this hollow body to prove my existence. Thank you, Miss Jupiter. Without your help, I would never have been able to do any of this alone. Let us leave this place. I am feeling tired.
Where to now?
Welcome back, Miss Jupiter. Leslie's voice is growing weaker. His skin and clothing is slowly growing as transparent as white muslin. Muslin? The cityscape of Penacony reflected on his body, half illusion, half true. No blood or bones could be seen under his skin, only candles and starlight. My body feels so light, so powerless. My mind, I feel it growing thin. My senses are becoming dull. You're disappearing, but I do not know why. I feel at ease. I never felt this peace of mind inside the dream world like this. I feel like I can see. I can see myself. The Wesley Dean inside my body. It's as if he's smiling at me and saying, "Well done." It's strange to say it. I was scared before of losing myself. But ever since you told me the truth, I've gained the courage to let go. After experiencing all this with you, I feel even more determined. I know that I've done the right thing. Miss Jupiter, may I ask you a final question? Ask away. In the future, after I disappear, how do you think people will remember the name Wesley Dean? He's a noble man. Wesley Dean, man with a heart of gold. Wesley Dean once lived, unable to make his own decisions, and also made many decisions that he regretted. But though he was surrounded by fame and fortune, his kind heart was never changed. I should be grateful to those that used the dreamscape to create me. They gave their passion and their lives to create me, so it was my duty to repay them and help them move forward. They created an opportunity for me, and allowed me to give Wesley Dean's story a greater ending. After experiencing all this with you, I feel like I have truly lived. Even if I am wrong, this is something that I will treasure above all. We may never meet again, Miss Jupiter, but I pray that the gentle universe blesses your every breath, my friend. My favorite movie is The Mint-Covered Galaxy. If you get an opportunity, I hope you will watch it together with the one you love. Well, guess that's that. That was a pretty good quest. I liked it. I like it a lot. And now, the only other thing that I have to do here is I need to go into, the memory thingy. Yeah, the companion quest. We'll do 30 minutes of the companion quest for an episode for next time, and that will be it until the next one.